admit I always really liked watching videos about artist alley from other people. I always found it really soothing and just fun to watch, and also it's a great learning experience. This is my first time in many years that I am going to do an artist alley this summer. And to be honest with you, this is also going to be one of the first videos that I'm going to post on YouTube. I don't have much experience with video editing / filming / all of that, so it's not going to be neat or anything. I don't know what you are going to expect to see here, but I am sure that this first time is going to be weird and embarrassing, both for me and for you who is watching this right now. But the next few times I'm going to get better at it. This is the plan, at least. So if you like these kind of videos and you are also interested in some of the process and some of the experience that I gathered and I can share with you, then thank you for watching and have fun. Since it's been a few years since the last time I tried to do an artist alley, I didn't have anything prior to the moment I decided to go for it. I had to gather everything from zero, pretty much. Around here, around me, on the floor of my room, you can see some boxes, some old boxes I gathered from old gifts that I received in the past and kept away in the closet. I have some display hacks that I found on the internet, so hopefully I won't have to spend too much money on buying anything new. I do need to print everything from zero, and not only do I have to print everything from zero, I also have to paint pretty much everything, because I am not used to doing fan arts usually in my everyday life. So over here in my room you will see some of the boxes, and behind the door you will be able to see my suitcase. This is what I'm going to put everything in, and my grid display that I bought in a cheap stock DIY store for pretty much, I think it was $10 each, maybe even less than that. Maybe it was $8.50. I don't remember. But yeah, it was pretty cheap. I'm very glad for it because I have nothing to build upon. I'm just wishing that I'll be able to cover my expenses. At this point, I don't have an online shop. So I don't have a lot of inventory and I don't have any spares. I will have to just order everything from scratch and start everything from scratch. That's going to be a fun journey. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going over all of the keychains that has arrived. I just want to remove the protective layer that it has. Every keychain comes with protective layer on both sides. So I just want to make sure all the scratches and all the stains the bubbles that I can see, not on the actual keychain. So in order to do that, I need to remove it. And it takes a while. It takes a few seconds each. It's very relaxing and soothing to do so actually, and it lets me to see better what is the quality of the printing, which I think is really high. This is without the protective film. I don't have that many products to sell, but I must admit that I do have an overachieving nature. It's just a character trait at this point. I do want to have a variety of products to sell at the booth, so I have decided to not only paint posters from zero, but to also try my luck with printing stickers and sticker sheets. This is my first time doing something like that, and it's my first time trying to work with a printing shop. The problem is that most of the printing shops that I loved to work with in the past had moved to online only kind of customer service policy since COVID hit. And many shops decided not to accept customers during the let's say the most severe months of the pandemic, and since then, since they had let go of many workers that their only job was to do customer service, after the pandemic was officially over in my country, many shops, like the shop that I love and I'm going to work with, have decided not to accept in-place customer service and only accept online customer service. I don't like it for many reasons. One of the reasons being that I am very technophobic. I have a problem understanding instructions when they are written down compared to when they are explained to me by a person. So if I go into their website and see the explanations they put up on how to send them the files and how to export the files, it's very difficult for me to follow those instructions to the dot and to send them the files correctly. So I do hope I will be able to send them the files correctly, but I doubt it. I expect to have many issues with the printing, and I just expecting the worst but hoping for the best. I have downsized on all the things that I'm going to take for the convention. I am very happy with my storage, very practical. This box holds my posters since I only printed A5 size. These are the keychains. This box contains right now both my keychains and my friends. We ordered together and she didn't have the chance to drop by the office to take them. So I'm going to bring them to the convention for her. This is the suitcase that I'm going to use. I don't think I'm even going to fill it up. I have very little stuff, which is just fine for me, less to carry, less heavy. So these are the white wires that I am going to use to display on the booth. These are pieces of wood that I bought. And these are the shelf supporters, I guess, that I'm going to use to hold everything together, and I intend to put up this display today, so I'm going to film it just to have some content for the video. And yeah, sorry for going like this all the time. I have no idea why I'm doing it. It's just very comfortable for my wrist at this position. I've decided to maybe try to hold on a second, to maybe try to, since I don't have stickers, I thought maybe I'll do like small portraits for people in like a few minutes for a few dollars each. This could bring me some money that the stickers should have brought, but I didn't send them for printing on time, and I don't have stickers, so compromising. As part of trying to solve the display issue that I have with my table, I have decided to buy shelvings, wooden shelvings. So what you see right here is the support of the shelf that is connected to the wall. Usually what I am going to do is to connect one side of it to the grid display, and the other side I would just like kind of stick it to the table. I would find a way to do it. I bought like these DIY wood cutting things. I just don't remember their names, sorry. You can check them online, I guess. But anyway, I am just going to zip tie slash rope tie those shelf units to the grid display. That way it will be stuck very hard to the table and would hopefully stabilize it enough so that it won't shake, won't move around, and won't fall whenever a kid runs by the table and shoulders it by mistake. So I'm just going to try and do it like that and see if it works out, and if it will be a good solution, of course I'm going to use it for the next conventions as well. So right when I arrived at Jerusalem, I met a friend at the train station, a guy that I used to work with in an ice cream shop when we were both a few years younger. It was a huge surprise for me to meet him, and not only him, many other people that I haven't thought I would ever see again. And to be totally honest, after the convention was over, I realized that there were many people I did not recognize that I've met there. People I used to know in the past, and because I haven't seen them for so many years, I did not recognize them, and I realized who they are only after the event was already over. So I am looking forward to not only meet many new people, new amazing people, but also to meet some amazing old people. It's just amazing. The vibes over there at the convention were so positive and so overwhelmingly warm. I was a bit shocked. I had a culture shock. I haven't been to this type of convention since I was a teenager, and I had no idea what to expect exactly. The conventions that I used to go to were much smaller. There were far less people, and so I was expecting like maybe 2,000 attendees at that day of the convention, but what it turned out to be was around if I'm not mistaken, and it's not just, a gut feeling, it felt like over there were maybe 4,000 attendees. That's twice as much as I was expecting. Another thing that really surprised me at the convention was the amount of people who were interested in my original art and in my old classic fan arts, because I am not in the gaming community and I'm not really in the anime or manga community. I did not have any fan arts that are fashionable or that are relevant to the last 2 years. All I did was things that I love from the past, nostalgia stuff, and people really, really appreciated it. Surprisingly so. It was my. I didn't know how much I would be selling. I tried not to let it drop my confidence, but I did not come with high expectations to the convention. And what I received there was such a warm welcome. People had bought from me before I even opened the booth, before I even had a chance to finish organizing everything on the booth, on the table, and before the convention even opened. Other people from other tables came over to buy posters for me and ask me about my products and ask me where I do my printing and so on. It was so surprising in such a good way.